Hi guys, I am here because I wanted to create this video as a mark on my starting point for 2020. I believe I did this in 2019 and then you know what, at the end of, or maybe I did it in 2018, I can't remember, and then I didn't follow up with it. So I have said this in a couple of recent videos that I really love the new year. It just reinvigorates me, it gets me excited, and it makes me want to do better, to be better than I was last year, and to do greater things with myself. So I, again, wanted to create this video to kind of mark this period of time, to talk about where I am at the beginning of 2020, and then at the end of 2020, hopefully I will do a video that tells you guys and also gives me the ability to reflect on what progress I've made in this year, because I intend to make progress. I am tired of not making progress, so I just would love to see wonderful things come out of this year. So what I want to talk about in this video is of course, my weight, my starting point for my weight in 2020, as well as my measurements, as well as I don't want to call them before pictures because I've taken 80 bajillion before pictures, but I want to call them my current pictures. So I'm going to share those at the end of this video. And I want to talk about my word of the year. I know a lot of people do this and it's a little bit, it's been more popular recently in the last couple of years to have a word of the year. I have figured out my word of the year and it's more of a theme for me. So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about the things that I want to work on this year. You know, I stopped making resolutions years and years ago. I now just have things that I want to work on. I have things that I want to change. I have things that I want to get better and improve. So let's start out with the history. And another purpose of this video, I kind of want to use it as an introduction for anyone that's coming to my channel in 2020, because I have been on YouTube since 2015. And I know a lot of people have been around for a while, but then there are always, and they're welcome, always new people coming, which is so wonderful. And I don't know that there's any way you could catch up on the videos that I have. I know some people have tried, and I really, really appreciate your time with that, because I love like binge watching, finding somebody that I love and I feel like I connect with on YouTube, and then binge watching all of their videos. But I know I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, so I don't think it's reasonable for anybody to find me and pick up at the start and watch me from the very beginning. So to give you a little bit of history and a little bit of information about myself, my name is Molly. I am 34 years old. I live in Tampa, Florida, or a suburb of Tampa. I am originally from the Orlando area. I went to college at Florida State University. I guess I'm married. Yeah, I'm married. I have a 15-month-old daughter named Peyton, and we have she's going to be 8 years old, a lab terrier named Marley. We lived in Michigan for about 3 years before we were married. We got married in 2016, but we've been together since 2010. My husband and I, Chad is his name. So we lived in Michigan for a couple of years, so that was really interesting. I loved living in Michigan because of the seasons and just getting to see something different. And we, had a cute little house there, and life was a lot simpler before baby, of course, but I wouldn't change anything. I started my YouTube channel when I was living in Michigan, and I rejoined Weight Watchers in 2016 to lose weight for our wedding. And I chronicled all of what I eat in a day. I did the same thing I do now. I do daily vlogs about what I'm eating on Weight Watchers. Smart points. I'm currently doing the green plan because that is what I am really familiar with. Back when I rejoined in 2016 and started my YouTube channel, I was doing smart points. So I am really glad that they've brought that back. I didn't really jive with freestyle. I've loved simply filling as well in the past. So you'll see a lot of those different videos on my channel. I did counting calories for a blip. And I had to come back to Weight Watchers because I miss the community and I miss not having to count fruit. So when I lived in Michigan, I got down probably to 220s, the 220 mark pound wise. And when we moved to Florida, it just kind of crept up and same old story everybody else has. Then we got pregnant in, was it February, actually, yes, Valentine's Day of 2018 is when we found out. And Peyton was born October 2nd of 2018. I got up to and probably a couple pounds over 300 pounds when I was pregnant. When I found out I was pregnant, I was 245. I do remember that number. So I gained quite a bit of weight when I was pregnant. And of course, I lost a good portion of that when I was no longer pregnant, after Peyton was born. But I distinctly remember in December of 2018 saying, I was rocking Peyton one day and I just thought to myself, I need to get to a Weight Watchers meeting. I need to. I was going to try and do it on my own and I just couldn't. I knew I needed that focus and that stability for myself. However, it just didn't seem to take in 2019. I don't know what it was. I think when you have a baby, it's really difficult to get back into that frame of mind. You think you are, and you think you want to do all these things, but you're so overwhelmed with this change in your life and having this beautiful thing to take care of and to love and to pay attention to that, Weight Watchers and counting calories and paying attention to what you're eating and working out. It seems less like it just feels like I don't want to pay attention to that right now. I want to pay attention to this miraculous thing that's happening to me. So in 2019, I just went up and went up and down and down and went up and down and went up and down. There was no real progress in 2019. So we are now at 2020. I did recommit to Weight Watchers on December 1st of 2019 after doing the calorie counting and deciding that wasn't for me. I wanted to come back. I missed my people. I missed my community. So in December, I believe I weighed in the 270 range, 271. That was tough to see, but at the same time, I was ready to see it. Wow, like what a huge statement that is. I was ready to see that number. I was ready to see it in order to change that number. So I think that's a huge moment and I'm really happy about it. I joined in December 1st of 2019. So then we had Christmas and those sorts of things. I gained only a couple of pounds over Christmas, which is amazing to me. And I'm really proud of that. As something else you should know about me currently in life is we are selling this house. I don't know if you can hear an echo, but my room is very empty right now. We are selling the house we are living in. We are building a new house and we have showings all the time and there's a lot of stress around that. And I have a career where I am a corporate trainer. So I am training for an insurance company. I'm a facilitator for training classes, and my schedule can vary quite radically. I can be assigned a class to teach and it's in 2 months and I know I'm going to teach that class, and then 2 days after that, getting that assignment, I'm told, oh no, you're not going to do that class anymore. You're going to do one that starts in a day, or you're going to do one that starts in a week. So things they're up in the air quite a bit with my job, but I do love what I do. I love teaching adults and I love that facilitation aspect. And there are other parts of my job too, but it's a big part. And it does come with quite a bit of stress, quite a bit of I'm gonna say exhaustion, but it's not physical exhaustion. I work from home, I'm sitting down most of the time. It's not physical exhaustion, it's a mental exhaustion, I think. When you're facilitating, just to give you a rundown, you are presenting material, and it's presenting material to people new to the role. They have never done this job before, so now they have questions about it, of course, while they're learning how to do it. And you have to just be like rapid fire, be able to answer those questions. So you never know what's gonna come at you, and you have to be prepared at all angles. And by the end of the day, after 6 hours of facilitating, and then you facilitate 5 days a week, 5 weeks, and then, maybe 7 weeks, it can get really draining. And then you add on the like low level stress of having a baby and making sure that she's able to stay at daycare and she doesn't get sick, and I'm able to travel, and is she going to be taken care of, and let's hope nothing happens anywhere else and nobody else gets sick. It's a lot. So I did have a class that I had never taught before in December, and that was around the holidays. There was a period of time, this is such a long story, but there was a period of time where I didn't really track. So I'm proud of that small 2-pound gain. Okay, so let's start with 2020. 12 minutes in, let's start at 2020. I'm so sorry, but I appreciate you so much for listening. Okay, my weight as of January 1st was 264.2. My weight as of January 6th, which was a Monday, again, I'm a very New Year person. I like to start on a Monday. I think it's just decades of having to do that, or not having to do that, but doing that. I see weeks that way. My week starts on a Monday. Even though I weigh in on Fridays with Weight Watchers, my week starts on a Monday. So I weighed myself on January 6th just so I had that number and I could feel like I was starting for 2020. My weight on January 6th was 265.6. So I did go up 1.6. No, 1.4. My current weight, my last weigh-in, which I weigh in on Fridays and I'm an online member, so I weigh in at home. My weight on January 10th was 264.4. So from my weight on January 6th, I had lost 1.2 pounds. And compared to my weight on January 1st, I was only up 0.2. So I had lost some of what I had gained between 1.1 and 1.6. Awesome. To me, that is a win, and I am on the trajectory to lose even more, which is great. Okay, so my word of the year, my theme of the year is focus. In 2019, and I don't know if it was pregnancy that brought it out or just new momdom that brought it out, but I almost feel like I have a little bit of ADD. I have such a problem focusing on one thing, finishing that one thing, and moving on to another. I have to be doing 17 things at once, and it just got so overwhelming and so frustrating because I never finished anything that I really wanted to do. So my theme for this year, or my word for this year, is focus. And it has a couple of different reasons why it is my word of the year. One, I absolutely want to focus on weight loss. I like I just told you, I was ready to see that number when I rejoined in December, and I'm ready to change that number. So I want to focus on weight loss. I don't want to let distractions of stress and busy and all of that get in my way this time. I'm tired of them getting in my way. I'm tired of making that excuse because I have made it so much, so often in the past. So I really want to focus on weight loss. I want to, and that even means so much. There's so many prongs to that. I want to make sure I'm grocery shopping appropriately and I'm not wasting time on grocery shopping. Like, let's use Walmart pickup more. Can I get a hallelujah? I want to meal plan more so that I in turn can grocery shop more intentionally. I want to make working out a part of my program again. I need to focus on the water again. I need to just focus and let it roll is what I want to do with my weight loss. I want to focus on Peyton and my family. Everybody says that the days are long and the years are short, and without crying, that is so true. So I want to focus on them as much as possible. I want to focus on what I'm doing in that moment. I want to finish the thing that I'm doing and then move on to the next thing. If anybody has tips on that, I don't know, podcasts, anything that you want to share with me on focus, I would greatly appreciate it. I know that there's a tip like you can time yourself and give you 10 minutes to do this thing and then you move on to the next thing. And maybe that's something that I need to implement. But just know that I'm really trying to be more intentional, more present, and more focused on what I'm doing so that I can accomplish things. I can't remember the last thing that I truly accomplished and finished. Like I have this to-do list, this ongoing to-do list that never gets done because I do like one piece of the thing and then I don't finish it. So it's just a huge thing that I want to change this year. I mentioned the stuff that I really want to work on in addition to focus is, and specific to my weight loss, water. I have been so terrible with water. And now even I need to drink some. I don't know how I got off of it. I drank a ton when I was pregnant, and I think it was just that when Peyton arrived, and you know, that just gets so frantic and so busy and so chaotic that you don't necessarily remember to drink water all the time. Although my best friend, Karen Guevara, is killing it. Go check her out on Instagram. Water just fell off for me, and I have tried to bring it back, but I haven't tried hard enough. So I'm going to do it this time. I am going to work on working out. I'm bringing working out back into my routine. I do try and incorporate it into my routine, incorporate it into my schedule. So I try and work from about 8 to 4:30, and then I will log off at 4:30. I will work out and then go pick up Peyton. Usually I get Peyton by 5:30, 5:45. So I really want that to be part of my year. I'm currently doing Beachbody Bar Blend. That's a 60-day program. And then I don't know what I'll do after that, but I plan to use Beachbody for a lot of my workouts. I'm a structured workout person. And when I say that, I mean, I need a class, I need a video, I need somebody to tell me exactly what I need to do in that moment. I don't go to the gym. I know that if I go to the gym, I'm not going to do what I need to do. I'll get on the elliptical and I'll say I'll do it for 30 minutes. And I'm like, it's 25, it's fine. Or it's 15, it's fine. Let me go do something else. And I just won't put in the maximum effort that I should. I won't do everything that I'm supposed to do. So I am a video or class person. And Beachbody On Demand is the thing that I subscribe to, the streaming service that I have for working out. And I love it because there are, I know there's not countless, but there are, I think 100 maybe workout programs on there. And so if I get bored with one program, I can move to the other and it's not a problem. So I do plan on using that for my workout programs for 2020 for sure. Another thing that I want to work on, and probably the last thing that I'll mention, is not really related to weight loss so much, but we are moving into this new house. And for whatever reason, this new house feels like I'm an adult now. I'm an adult. I'm a parent. I'm a wife. I am an adult. And I want it to look like an adult home. I think ours does now, but I'm just more excited about this new one because it's going to be really cool. But with all that said, I need to work on my budget. Your girl is not financially savvy. I need to be more conscious of what I'm spending it on, and the fact that I probably have 20 things like it. You know, I need to focus on my budget, and I need to be better at that. I know that. Like I said, this year is all about me being better. I want to be better than I was in 2019, or what the heck is the point if I'm not getting better? If I'm just sitting and doing nothing, what's the point? So that is my starting point for 2020. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys will subscribe if you are new. Like I said, the videos that I do most often are what I eat in a day videos for Weight Watchers, MYWW, and my plan is the green plan currently. I also will do some grocery hauls once I can kind of figure out a good schedule for all of that. I do want to get more into a routine. I crave routines, so I hope that I can get into some kind of routine for grocery shopping and grocery hauls and putting those videos up for you guys. The best routine I can do right now are the daily eating videos, but just know that I always want to do more. Just a matter of time and availability. Other videos that I will do, I'm going to do a couple of, I think, like my top fives, just to give you more information. I love the beginning of the year also because of all the new people coming to Weight Watchers and all the new people that can join in on the community. So I want to provide new information to them, but also to the people that have been hanging around with me for 5 years. I love you guys so much. So you should see things like that. I might throw in a favorite video. I love watching those videos, but I've never done one before. I might throw that in during the year. I go to Disney a ton, so you might see Disney vlogs. That's all that I can think of, but I always love ideas for videos. So please leave them down below if you have any that you really want to see from me. I would love to hear those. Please comment down below with maybe your word of the year or something that you're going to work on this year. Or are you a New Year person? Are you a resolution person? Let me know down below. I love getting all those comments. I do try and comment back to everybody. It might not be immediately, but I definitely keep checking them and I respond as much as I can, as quickly as I can. So I appreciate every one of those. Give this video a thumbs up. Again, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys again so much for sitting through this 25 minutes. I appreciate you. I hope you have a great one. Bye.